Well. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everybody around the world that is into trading, that's into the stock market, that's into everything going to the moon, which seems to be what's going on right now, except for these futures for the S&P. I hope everyone's having a great time and has been enjoying the last couple of weeks. We've obviously been going live almost every single day. I'm pretty impressed about that one. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying as well. What have we got going on today though? Well, there's quite a few things. Firstly, I want to say thank you to Tilray for doing good work. If anyone's been following some of the weed stocks, pretty happy with Tilray at the moment. We'll be taking a look at that one. Also, Volatility Index, VIX, slightly up off the floor. Anyone that was looking at our analysis in today's video and has been just generally following that 21 floor, every single time we hit the 21, we seem to be finding a little bit of volatility in the market. Is the VIX trying to tell us something? We'll be going through that. Gold, silver, back up. Platinum, yes. Good work, platinum. US dollar, getting destroyed. We'll look at the technical analysis there to try to figure out what exactly went wrong. But obviously, non-farms, US dollar Swiss holds the key on that one, I think. And yeah, just in general, it's an interesting day. I mean, yesterday was all about Bitcoin. Today, I felt a little bit of XRP action potentially coming on. It almost got there and then it kind of faltered a little bit. Quite a lot going on overall. Yes, we will look at Zom Shazeb. Just quick welcome here. Justin Duh says late. Only 30 seconds, Justin. Only 30 seconds. Ascension, Josh, Malichi, Thomas, Siddharth, Jagzilla, Kevin, Samurai Jack, Speed Mama, everybody that's coming in today, thank you very much. Timothy, good to have you here as well. I was reading this comment before. I've got it on my phone. I took a picture of it. It was way too funny. So this is a comment from Luke Marshall on the stream before. He says, Nikola and Dogecoin have the same market cap of about $9 billion. This makes sense because Nikola is based on the drawing of a truck and Dogecoin is based on a drawing of a dog. I quite like that one. that got me so hard. I was like, yes, I like both of those. So let's get started by talking about this volatility index, shall we? 21, the monster support. Why is it not 20? I don't know. But 21, every time it hits this level, we find a little bit of volatility. We've seen US futures drop slightly. I mean, it's not much right now, but VIX is up 3.34%, sitting at a 22 on this one. And if we do see any bounces, it's probably going to be here or very, very soon. This kind of also comes into the idea that we're hitting in the futures this trend line. Let's move over to the US 500 here in terms of futures. Get rid of these lines. I don't know what they're doing there. Get rid of that crap. And then we'll draw through just this trend line. It's not as good because it's the futures, but you'll see that it got pretty damn close. What did we get to? A 39.18. So will today be the first down day in the market in quite some time? You would think. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coincidences? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's a 7th there. I didn't expect that. I thought it was going to be 6. But basically, yes, whenever you have a market that goes up for so many consecutive days straight, there's generally a pullback. And I would expect something like that to go on. Thank you very much for everyone joining us early. I know this is a 10:30. We'll be running a bit of pre-market action going on here today. Already 150 people joining us, so thanks very much. Let's have a look at this ZOM. We'll quickly look at ZOM because I get asked about this one quite regularly. $2.50 in the pre-market right now. Big day yesterday on this one. We checked this out, if I remember rightly, and we were hitting, I thought we were hitting resistances yesterday. Yeah, so we're hitting around that 250. This was the area, I believe, we opened slightly under 220. We had our resistances sitting around here. I do feel pretty strongly about this one that with a kind of bullet moon shot like this that's going up so much, you are going to reach some profit taking. We are seeing that with the 250 pre-open, but I just feel like we might see some consolidation here, possibly for holders, maybe something like this. Maybe it does decline. If it was me, again, technically I like the resistance here, and therefore even though this is madness and I don't know what's going on here exactly, this is certainly a point where profit taking would most likely happen. Let's have a look at BTC, the story of course, the last couple of days. Had yesterday during the live stream, we saw the Elon news come out about Tesla buying $1.5 billion. We saw how the price action moved. Daily was literally a massive long bullish candle, closed at around that 46. We saw Asian session take it up to 48. Is that all that we wrote for now? Let's go down to the 2 hour, have a look at that price action. Not much you can see here yet. Let's actually get off the chart without any moving averages. Then move over to a moving average chart and then load up our BTC again. Load up probably a 15-minute chart and have a look at the price action. What's going on? So pullback certainly happening. Big movement, consolidation, big movement again. 48. Is that really going to be the level that you'd think it'd stop? I would have thought it gets closer to 50 before it stops. Possibly we just see this support here acting as support for today. A little bit more consolidation as the US dollar kind of flails and then a movement up. I'm pretty bullish on it into the 50. However, after such a big move, I wouldn't be surprised if today is flat to down overall. And then we continue with this trend. You can't have it mooning all day long, can we? Look at this, 2 hour 20. We need some of these moving averages to catch up with price. 1 hour, almost coming back down to it. You know, the 1 hour 20 has been pretty good in these generally aggressive kind of movements. But I do think that we even could be setting up here for a little head and shoulders. We've got the left shoulder and we've got the head. Do we get further right shoulder action on the smaller time frames? And if that happens, possibly back down to test these lows. So be a bit careful on Bitcoin right now. I do think it's looking good, but at the same time, I think it's looking like it's trying to consolidate after that move. Yannick says, hi Tom, love your streams. I've learned so much from you so far. Thank you very much, Yannick. I'm glad you're doing that. Valdo says, hello Tom. Hello Valdo, good to have you here. Tadas says, hi Tom, maybe some thoughts on gold and silver. Don't worry Tadas, I never miss gold and silver. You know I love silver. I'm all about the silver. Sarah Jane says, Disney, good time to get in. I don't think so. It's been a very nice run on Disney. 190, I believe it was trading at. You know, I'm a fan of Disney. I've been a fan since 120, 110 on this channel, even the 80s and 90s that we saw last year. I'm a fan of their service, and I'm certainly a fan of them basically going crazy on their IPs. Why not? Silver, gold, dollar index. Let's start with the dollar index. Dollar index is tanking. It is not looking good. Let's have a look at these closures. So we see here engulfing candle down. Engulfing candle down, obviously a bearish signal. We've then got a shooting star candle, a bearish signal. When you see this in trend as well, there's two ways I like to trade this. You know I'm big on wicks and what wicks mean in especially the bigger time frames. So yesterday we thought during our session that it could be a false Monday breakout. Remember I told you about currencies. Currencies suck on Mondays. If you trade the yen, that's okay. You trade cryptocurrencies, they never have a day off. So every day is a great day. But currencies in particular, Mondays are not that great. We see here the shorting. This is a very bearish candle coming into the level. The 20 looks like it's going to possibly get closed against as well. But for me to go long back on this pair, I'd need to see it above here. Now, why did it all stop? We all had this target of 92, 92.40. What changed? A few people have said, Tom, you were bullish on the dollar last week. How the hell can you be bearish? Well, I'm bearish because non-farm payrolls, further stimulus needed, all of these types of things. We get a bearish engulfing. We get a candle like this. I was out before non-farms. I always take before these types of non-farms right now because I like to do some risk mitigation. But there was another reason why I closed it, and it was this. US dollar Swiss. So let's load up US dollar Swiss and have a look here. Look at this. Inverse head and shoulders, even the better trade, in my opinion, straight into resistance at the 90.50. Support, support, support. Heaps and heaps of crazy action going on there. We also hit some pretty serious resistances, being the 20. This one I always look at. We've got the 20 moving average, the 20 moving average, and the 20 moving average. Does that look like a place people are going to short at? Yeah. Yannick says, do you use MACD indicator? Is it useful during your analysis? MACD indicator is great. I prefer to use MACD indicator quite a lot during sideways markets like this. The one I use, by the way, if anyone wants to know, MT4 MACD is my preferred. And this is what it looks like. It's basically got the signal line, you've got histogram, different to what a lot of you guys will notice when you put on MACD. It shows you the same information, just a different way. I like this to be able to spot divergences. Just remember though, you're always going to see divergences all over the place. So here's divergence. And you think, what a great place to buy. I see a bullish hammer, I'm going to buy. I see divergence, blah, blah, blah. Yes, you're going to see it. You're almost always going to see it though. And then all of a sudden it'll look different once it breaks to a new low or something like that. So just be careful with MACD, divergences and doing all of those types of things. I tend to use it a lot more, even though it can be used in trends and sideways markets. I use it more in sideways markets. Chris Bevan says AMC is dead, and he's probably not happy about that one. Look, AMC is definitely not looking good. And we said yesterday we thought it would hit 6. It certainly did. It got a little bit lower. GME, we almost called that perfect 60, but yeah, both of these completely, and the sentiment is out of them for now. The sentiment is out of them and we need to get that back. So dollar index, the key was probably US dollar Swiss hitting the target, hitting the level. We also hit the 2 weekly 20 moving averages on the dollar index as well. Go back over to the dollar index quickly. Weekly moving average reached almost. That was our first level of problems, and non-farm payrolls was too much. So I'm starting to think dollar bearishness now, which could mean metals moving up. Last point of call right now is this. Let's get that line. That's literally at the 20 and this price. If daily closed underneath, back down to the 90, possibly back down to the 89, continuation in the trend. Remember, if you're ever unsure of what you want to do, counter trending like we were doing is always difficult. Trading with the trend is always easy. Okay, let's go over to gold. Gold's starting to look good. A little bit of work to do. Daily is where we start here. Melvin coming in. OCGN is on the move. OCGN doesn't stop, Melvin. It never stops. It's like Tilray. You just can't stop it. Nicholas says, hi Tom, after yesterday's run, OCGN and the media spreading the news as well as social media, do you think it can swing trade back to 18 or even reach 20? We'll look at that one soon, Nicholas. Also, did we get a donation before? Let me just quickly go back up here. Sorry about that, Nathan. Nathan, Canadian $4, giving me a coffee, powering up the stream for today. Thank you very much, Nathan. I did not miss you, but thank you very much for that donation. I got carried away talking about dollar index. Appreciate it, mate. So yes, gold hits the 1830 and then finds some resistance. All right, interesting. Let's have a look at the 1 hour. Let's see what happened here. This is a great lesson. I said this today. Oh, loan. Let me see if I can get this. Kosemba. Lone Kosemba. I like your name, man. Welcome to the Diamond Hands. Remember to message me after this in the Discord, and I'll give you access to the stock rooms and everything. So welcome very much. Thank you. Here we see the resistance get reached. Now, this is our resistance level. We drew this up together on the stream. We knew that we liked this support and we were targeting this zone. Whenever you target a zone like this where it's got this kind of heavy movement into it, never, ever, ever just short this level. Bad. That's bad, guys. We don't do that. We don't do that in the FX Evolution community. What we do is we wait for the final little bit of confirmation. And when we get that in anything, a stock, a commodity, a currency, I don't care what it is, it will give you better entries. So we wait for it to get here, engulf down with a candle on a significant time frame, show us the lightning bolt action, show us market structure and thought process, and move down. Even though you'll miss the best entry, you will get better trades and not get stopped out. For anyone that's shorted this area now, you know, you're in a bit of strife because all of a sudden it's above the 200 moving average on the 1 hour. It's above the 20, of course, above the 50. One sec. Let me just quickly deal with Ollie. No more of that, bro. Let me just put you in the old timeout, bro. There we go. Oh, why is it so slow to put him in timeout? One of the mods chuck Ollie in the timeout, please. There we go. In fact, I'm going to fix him. There we go. Fixed. Sorry, Ollie, bro. You're out for now. So we've got the 1 hour here moving above. Let's go that daily, though. There's only really one last thing we need to clear for the bulls back in the gold. We need to get through all these moving averages, get back to the 1860, so basically through that 1850 level. And this actually could be a good smaller time frame pickup. If you see it close above this zone, come back down, test all the moving averages, go onto a smaller time frame, 520 or something, pick it up, take it into the 1870, and then anything past 1870 pushes back to our 1900, 1960 zones. Califor2A says, I'm here. Welcome, Califor. Welcome to the 536 members we've already got going on today. 544 now. Welcome, and thank you for coming. So gold's looking pretty good. Silver's also looking pretty good. Nice moves during the Asian session. Nice support found on the 26. We talked about these close levels here. We got that close above the 27.10 yesterday. 27.422 was the close. Came back down. Great entry here. Whoever got this entry, well done. Very, very nice entry. Always should be happy with that. We've got the 20 and the 50 exponential trailing behind it. This is a bizarre 2050. You don't usually see them like this, but it just shows you how wild silver was. I don't know if I've ever seen 2050 look like that. In a lot of trading, have I ever seen the 2050 do that? I'm not even sure. It's an up, blast off, down. Yeah, that's bizarre. Anyway, both of these are acting as dynamic support, and it is looking quite bullish right now. Will we test 30 this week? We'll have to check it out. Things are looking good for silver traders. Silver leading gold in this case. Josh says, platinum, please. I was reading something about the value of gold and platinum. Usually when currency falls, platinum down, gold goes up. I read it on Wikipedia. Not sure how accurate that is. Yeah, Josh, I'm not sure how accurate that is either. Vinny says, AMC is not dead. Use your brain. We just need confidence, Vinny. It's not dead. It's just going down a bit. Now, we had a question up here. We will look at platinum in a second. Was it OCGN? We need to look at that as well. So let's have a look here at platinum. Firstly, this has probably my favorite trade. Oh, it was such a good setup, guys. Look at this. Look at this resistance. The 4 hour was amazing. Resistance, we talked about this last week. We talked about this week. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Gaps up, closes above, comes down, retests, and bam. Platinum looking great. Our target was 1206. We're pretty close to the target now. We're coming in to the 1200 level. So pretty much very, very close there for platinum. I actually think it's pretty undervalued, this one. Let's have a look. When we zoom out here, we basically just picked that because we had some noise going through here. Let's go to OCGN before we go to that very generous donation. We'll check that out. OCGN continues its bull run up. This one here, 1467 though, a little bit down the pre-market. Hit that resistance that we got yesterday. People asking, can this thing get to 20? Well, you'd think that's what the target would be, but 1467, yeah. Look, 1671 was so much, all this level through here, look, it was resistance, yeah, it got through once, it was resistance, this 17 bucks. That would have been my problem or target area, and I think I said yesterday, possibly up to the 20 psychological, just because of the crazy move. Let's take this length here. That's not going to extrapolate out because of logarithmic scale. So this one, it's impossible to read on charts. I mean, what can you do? You can just say, okay, hit these levels before, possibly. I would take profit in those levels, but that's my technical opinion. Just because it did it before. But I have no idea what's actually going on behind this oxygen right now. I know it's in the media. We've got we got the donation here. We've got $5 coming in from John Fields. What will happen with ZOM? I'm watching my investments slip as I can't trade. So I assume you don't have futures market CFDs on this and you're waiting for the real market. Look, I think it will hold around this level. I don't see it dropping that much more pre-market, really. unless the stock market starts to tank. Basically, you're looking at the index now, because this is a lot of this stuff is coming with this idea, and I will put caution in the air here. Every single stock is going up almost. Everything's going to the moon. Everything's looking euphoric. How many of you out there feel invincible in the stock market? Be honest. How many of you feel invincible in the markets right now? Because I know a few people do. Even I do a little bit. I'm starting to feel that creep in. Everything's going up. Almost can't get anything wrong. Jashmik, we've checked the SPX and we've checked the market. Basically, we're hitting that trend line top in the futures, so that's why there is some market decline. We will be looking at the SPX soon. Homie G. Omar says, no, Elon Musk does not like silver. No, Elon Musk is not probably, well, he likes silver because he uses it, doesn't he? But I don't think he wants silver to go up. That wouldn't be Elon's probably perfect world, I'd say. Dollar index now 90.57. So this on the 1 hour is going down even more. Let's go have a look at that one. Ooh. Getting beaten around here during the European UK session. Kevin says, I'm bailing on stuff later this week. Ricardo says, not feeling it. Devin says, at FX Evolution, what you think about GME, AMC? Actually, I bought GME at 180, AMC at 11. Will it recover from that? Look, anything's possible. But again, it comes down to sentiment, guys. I've said it every single day we've covered these stocks. If you get a up day, we actually saw it live last week. When Robinhood allowed retail traders to come back in, look at what happened. Look at what happened. We got that big mega buyout. We bought off 50. We saw nice buying. We got through all the zones. We quickly hit the role reversal area of 90, and then it just fell off. And we got frozen 3 times on the way up and 1 time on the way down. And then now we could consolidate. I have no doubt in my mind that at some point GME and AMC will have runs on them, because that's the nature of these things. But yes, the hype and the anticipation has moved over to other things now. Now we're on space stocks, weed stocks, all that type of stuff. So what you really need here is see how this 58 level just continuously holds the line. You want to talk about where the diamond hands are right now in GME and AMC. It's right around here. You've got supports all the way through this area. And every single time it comes down here, it's met by buying pressure. Now, today we're going to open pre-market. This is still early, so don't worry about that. Opening pre-market potentially underneath that line. We need to hold that area. If it goes down under this area, where's the next target? Around the $50. Lego Spartan says, market feels euphoric. Where is my correction? You will get a correction at some point. You will get a correction at some point. Siddharth. Jagzilla says he bought AMC at 580 yesterday. Well, technically, you would be slightly up by now, 9 cents in the pre-market there, Jagzilla. But look, we need to hold certain lines. I have a feeling for me, it's all about AMC trying to hold above 6. We had that 7 level, but we need to stabilize. Without stabilizing, you can't get sentiment back. And I'll say that quite a lot. Devin says, so I'm beeped. Yeah, Devin, you probably could be at those prices. Sorry to say. But, you know, you've got to make your own decisions, and obviously, hopefully everyone that got into these positions either is going to learn from it or make some money, or of course, realizes that when they're going to do it in the future, it's more of a gambling kind of thing. When you gamble on certain stocks, like penny stocks and stuff, you have to treat it like gamble. Never put all your money in one stock. I know that's pretty simple for a lot of people, but I find a lot A lot of investors tend to do it. They go all in Bitcoin, all in Tesla, all in. And that's fine. It can pay off for some lucky people, but not always. AVDS coming in with $5. Could you please have a look at CVS? Thanks in advance. No worries. We can have a look at this. I believe we were checking this one out yesterday. I really like the structure break here, man, on the 15 minutes. But let's have a look firstly at a proper time frame. All right. Is this the company? I assume this is. So that 15-minute looked really good. Clear resistance up here as well. So we've got the 77 resistance. Let's draw that one in. Very nice. Nice accumulation here. What's going on in the monthly? Okay. Cool. Well, this is definitely great consolidation through this period. It's been consolidating for ages. Coming up to the resistance break will probably give you like an 82, 81.97. So something like this might happen. Get through this little wick here on the weekly this week, hopefully. Then push up to this level. There's going to be a lot of resistance here. If you clear that, probably get something like this, and then back to the 82, and then any higher. Of course, very, very nice moves. Let's have a look on the smaller time frames. Daily time frame, consolidating there, not bad. 4-hour time frame, it's looking all right. We need to clear the $74. That will trigger a whole bunch of buying, I would think. $74 is definitely key. And the 15-minute, I just saw that before. That looks really nice. So we've got the resistance break here with some nice bullish movement yesterday. Everything's triggering to making me think this is going and trying to test that 74, pending the market doesn't fall off in broader. Not bad. Sarah says, I am down on AMC. I think, unfortunately, quite a few people would be down on AMC. Pre-market for AMC and GME at the moment, 4.69% pre-market down, unfortunately. GME, still early days, 56.80. I'd like to see at least a 60 or 60 plus, obviously, on the open. This level here, very important on the smaller time frame structure we've got going on here to find support. Oh, CCIV didn't get the deal. I just kind of want to look at that straight away. Why is it, if it didn't get the deal, wouldn't it be down a lot more? Anyone confirm that one? CCIV? Drismo? AMD, a few people want to have a look at. Will OCGN go berserk again? It's hit that kind of key resistance. You would think not after we had a look at it. Let's go to the daily here on AMD. Nice. Nice day yesterday. 4%. Good work, guys. Everything is setting up as it should. So the 4-hour looks good. Everything looks good for it to start pushing up to these levels. And I have this weird feeling that AMD at some point is going to post past that 100 relatively soon. This is a nice candle yesterday. Again, a lot of this is dependent on what the futures do, what the S&P 500 does overall in terms of sentiment. But everything here is pointing to a movement to 70 to 96. Some resistance there, possibly a slight decline, consolidate, and then of course we get through 98. As soon as we get through 98, I think we bust 100. AMD's looking good though. Nice structure across the board. A few people saying Cardano to the moon. Jay White says Lucid said it wasn't true. I guess that will take a lot of the steam out of that move. Jay White says expect pullback on OCGN, but not for long. Brain says AMD to 100. I think it smashes 100 if it goes back up above these previous highs. It's like Bitcoin. When it hovered and coiled underneath, when it went through, did it even care about that resistance? It's a common unknown thing that people don't think about. When you get structure underneath a key psychological level, guys, what's going to happen next? When it breaks through, it smashes past that level. It smashes past the 100. Because the structure was coiling and getting ready to completely dominate that area. Let's have a quick look at the VIX here, 21.8. I notice the dollar index still hovering around 90.587. Go down to XRP because I like to look at XRP. Anyone think XRP can get up today? Do you think that XRP can do well? What are your guys' thoughts? IOTA, I haven't heard that one in a while. Arzob says IOTA today 0.7. Man, IOTA. That takes me back to 2017. So let's just quickly talk about these candles here on XRP. We've got rejection wick, rejection wick, rejection wick. I put this on TradingView today. Rejection wick, rejection wick, rejection wick. All these are rejection wicks. Then suddenly we get a bullish closure. You can see the next candle was quite bullish, actually pushed to a new high, and that hasn't been sustained. Now, this particular coin we know is a pump and then a dump at the moment. It has very little confidence in it. But at this stage, we also now have all of these previous resistances, the bodies, acting as support as well. So I think XRP presents a very interesting level. Will the SEC stuff be too much for it? The fact it doesn't have CFDs anymore? I'm feeling okay about the price here. Power Moves Only says AMC review, please. We will be doing a review very soon here. Tashibana says, just popping in. Any thoughts on AMC? My hands are heavy. Lewis A says AMC on fire. Like, obviously, you guys are loving the AMC. Julian's loving IOTA. Let's go back to the AMC then. We haven't done our full review on this one yet, so I guess we'll give the people what they want. If you're an AMC fan, definitely you have to subscribe after we finish this. All right. Firstly, psychological numbers, key for any AMC kind of bag holder. Anyone that wants to hold this thing, we know that there has been some levels like the 7, randomly the 660. I don't know why it stopped there exactly, but previously there was some body closing, and then the 6. Today we're opening here 4.21, 5.92 pre-market. Still pre-market, so we haven't got an official open yet. And we do know that this is not good for the open. If it opens here and doesn't snap quickly back into the 6, very important. Another thing for you guys that trade these stocks, the first 30 minutes is key. The sentiment that's created on GME and AMC right now, I've noticed this every single day. The first 30 minutes worth of sentiment ends up the day in the last couple of days. Whatever it trades in the first 30 minutes is the key. See this little structure down here in the 15 minute as well? Got a little structure, 620, maybe a breakout of there if we get it, should then push into the 660. It'll find some kind of resistance selling here. Gets past there, 7. You need the little wins. For people holding this, we basically just need to see the little wins. Above 6, probably above like a 620 hold today would be a positive sign, I would say, for AMC. I know people want more than that. Above 660 would be very positive. Above 7 would be absolutely amazing. So I'd probably have 660, 620, $6, and $7 on my charts. If you look at the larger time frames, like the weekly and stuff, we're basically returning back down to pretty fair levels. If you want to know where I think it could bottom, somewhere around here, previous, because there was that double bottom before the run happened, somewhere in the $5 range to $4.50 range. Basically here is where I think you'll hit the absolute bottom if it is going to go down there. Big Neff says GME is done. The stock plummeted. Yeah, the stock totally did plummet. It's all about sentiment and holding some green days. You can't do that. It's not going to happen. It is just not going to happen. So gold 1843, silver 2760. Interesting areas here. Let's go back to the US 500. I'm interested to see what's going on there in the futures. Slightly down here. Let's just have a quick look at these smaller time frames on the futures here. Okay. So we have seen a little bit of selling pressure off the Asian highs. We're back down on this level now, and what I'm kind of thinking on the 15 minutes is something like this, possibly. You know I don't like 15-minute trading very much. I always recommend if you're looking at trades, try to stick as much as you can when you've got data to at least a 1 hour. At least a 1 hour whenever possible. And if you can see the same thing on the 1 hour with the bullish hammer here. And otherwise, you've got 4 hour, 1 hour, daily. They're the best time frames for stock trading. Some people are on the 5 minutes. We know the other day people were saying, I love the 5 minute, the 15 minute, all those time frames. I tend to think 1 hour, 4 hour daily. US 500 holding this little bit of a trend today. Any movement probably below this wick here could be acting as quite bearish, and we might go back down and possibly even test previous highs. Remember, we haven't really done that yet. So we broke through these previous highs after that nice consolidation. We've kind of hit that 39, almost 20 zone, and we haven't come back down and tested the roll reversal here. So my target, something like this for the S&P before it finds support if we do break under that candle today. Kyle Tilton says, I'm going to wait and see what happens with the new report on AMC today. If nothing good, he's going to cut his losses. Vexy says, hold the line and do not sell a loss. Neither AMC or GME. We are winning. The day you see no negative news about these two stocks and bots everywhere bearish, then you can sell. Interesting. AMC does have some long-term aspects as well, yes. All right, let's have a look at Sundial. Ooh, pre-market here, 13.27%. Yesterday, what did we end up closing at? Nice. That was a great close yesterday. First close we've ever had above the $1.28. We're looking for a $1.30 close, and then we could really be in for some action. Remember, we have that $1.68, $1.60 kind of target on this one. It's doing some nice consolidation here. I like this. I like what it's doing. Go down to the 4 hour. That's nice. Yeah, things are looking good. We've still got to clear this zone and then probably retest the zone. So my thoughts are clear, retest, grab into $1.60, $1.68 as technical targets. Both very good. Thank you very much to the 1,000 viewers that are coming out here. Pre-market, we're only at 11 o'clock in Australia. So it's a couple of hours here, about 2.5 hours till the stock market opens. Quite a lot of time. Jaspia says, Sens, best glucose product on the market. Their competitor has $400 a share. Sens taking over. I'm just going to have a look at it because, all right, let's do it. Let's have a look at the daily here. So this stock's already going crazy. It's gone from 40 cents all the way up to $3.80. This is what often does happen with some of these technology companies. If this is the one, got a bit of formation, trying to break to a new high possibly today, 384, previous high 391 it looks like over here. 52-week range 390. I mean, it's doing okay. I'm not sure if it's for me. It's very, very aggressive, but certainly is a very aggressive stock. Tashibana says, early morning gang, 7 a.m. here. Yeah, it's pretty early for you guys. Pretty late for me, pretty early for you. Lachlan Waite says, I thought you only did Mondays, man. Yeah, no, we only generally do Mondays. We do Mondays and non-farm payrolls, but we're doing Tuesday. We're doing a few days this week just because it's extraordinary times in the stock market. How can we not talk about some of these things? Let's have a look back at the futures here, refresh what's been going on since we got started. Bit of a lackluster kind of morning here in the stocks. Maybe a little bit of yesterday's pump will come off today. Platinum probably the standout. We had some earnings as well. We've got Canopy Growth coming out today. Tilray had a very nice announcement. If we have a look here, for anyone that's part of the Tilray kind of squad, Tilray announced an agreement with Grow Pharma to import and distribute Tilray products in the UK. This comes a week after Tilray secured nationwide sales and distribution license in Portugal from Infarmed. Tilray will now become the world's largest cannabis producer. Pretty big news, I would say. And there's some rocket ships down here. Good work, Wangle. Not bad. So I've mentioned a few times now that I believe that at the moment it's better to probably pick the stock than the index. And that's because the index is getting very toppy, but there are still stocks that are breaking out. This one broke out yesterday. It was Cloudflare. You notice it has great structure in it. We talked about it on the stream. Beautiful day here. A few people joked we pushed it, but anyway, I don't think we did that. 6.51%, targeting probably around that 100. And there's quite a lot of different ways you can play a structure like this, but this is clear structure. Let's say we now got a pullback. Previous resistances are going to most likely act as support. I'm sure you've actually seen Cloudflare before. If you're on the internet, you're scrolling around, you would have seen this product. So pull back down to this level, then a possible pick back up to 100. It's kind of my expectation, meeting maybe a 20 on the smaller time frame here. It's a very nice structure though, and thanks again to Klim who sent this one through. I just love seeing this kind of structure in the market. It's very, very cool. Lorish, you asked right so many times, man. Maybe I'll have to look. A few of you guys keep... The chat's funny. I'm just watching a few of you guys constantly posting the same ones. But we'll look at as many as we can for today's session. So nice breakout here. A few others. Nvidia. Anyone an Nvidia fan? How many people in the chat have 3080s? Let me know. Do you guys have 3080s? Tell me who has a 3080 in the chat. Hands up. One of the rare ones. So this Nvidia's been a long time coming. Consolidating now since, if you can believe it, it actually hit its peak in September. So Nvidia's been really waiting for some time. And this is what eventually will happen to the stocks and the stock market. They won't always go up. You will see consolidation for some time and it gets a bit boring. But Nvidia's putting pressure back on the 583 here. Pressure back on the resistance, something I'm looking at. Possible break, pullback, movement up. What's the target on something like this? Well, you've got some very, very nice moves that can happen there. Trend line, something like that. 665. You know, I'm a bit of a fan of Nvidia. Xenox says 3070. Planet says 3060 Ti. Eduardo, you bought the scalping card. He's got one. 3090. Adrian's rich. Don't worry about that. Adrian's got all the attendees from GME and AMC. All right, we've got some donations coming in here. Julian Cook, $5. Can you have a look at MDT BTC? Why not? I'm sure we can for $5. We can check that out for you. Nvidia on my watch list right now. Let's get rid of this MACD. I like the structure. I like the resistance. Down a little bit right now. So we've got here MDT BTC. I guess we'll use the Binance link. All right. Okay, so it's a relatively new coin. Is this a new coin? Looks like it's a relatively new one. Had the standard kind of, you know, hype bubble and then failed a little bit, came down. Now it's moving up. What do we think technically about this? Well, I think we want to go to a monthly firstly. All right, so there's some clear spots that we need to go through. Get through this one. That would be nice. And then we have a clear resistance up here. Cool. Okay. Daily. I mean, the trend is nice. Bit hard to read right now due to the spikiness because of BTC's moves. Can you get MDT versus like just a standard US dollar? Yeah, you can. Maybe just do it via Tether. We'll do that in a second. That's probably how I'd look at it. It's following this 20 moving average on the 4 hour at the moment. It seems to have broken out and it is finding some strength. First targets would be up here at the 0.0, many zeros, 132. It's looking okay. I would do MDT versus US dollar tether though. I don't like doing it versus another coin. So this one actually, because see, there's a totally different story here, because of course you're not comparing it to BTC. It's actually in a full breakout right now. I mean, full breakout, gotten past this level. We've never even hit these peaks. So it's doing very, very nicely. Is it following any moving average? Probably 4 hour. 1. Yep, 4 hour 20. I'd follow this by. Any pullbacks to the 4 hour 20. Interesting. That's how I would look at that one, Julian. Hope that helps. 4 hour 20. Next, there's probably going to be a lot of buying pressure around this level as well. Market capitalization. I'm not sure how big this is, but it's probably quite small still. Looks good. Chunch coming in at $4.99. Any chance you can take a peek of TNXP? Sure, man. Thank you very much for the donation. TNXP. What is going on here? So you'll notice I usually, when I have no idea about what this thing is, we better make sure this is on the right exchange. Yep, Tonix Pharmaceuticals. Cool. Ooh, nice. So you'll notice I always go top-down approach. So I always basically jump on, how can this be of this price, and then here. Anyway, I always go the monthly, and then I bring it down. So monthly, nice consolidation around that 50. Very good that's coming up to these resistances. You can see the monthly close is the strongest close candle. We haven't had any closes at this point, signaling again strength. Go down to the weekly. Price action still looking very good. We gapped open. We held for now on the weekly. There was weekly resistance around this 164. Ooh, 18.71%, 184. I like what I'm seeing here. Daily. 184. So always go top-down approach, guys. Start on that monthly if you have no idea what you're looking at. Probably this will have resistance at 2, just from the psychological reasons of before it kind of had problems and it had problems holding here. You get a body close above here though. Pretty significant possibilities. I basically would treat this like a giant double bottom at that point. Take the whole distance, 50 cents, it's $1.50 wide. Extrapolate that out. Again, this is logarithmic. Probably push a little bit further, back down to the 370s. This has some potential here from a technical level. Nice. It could have problems at 2. Continue to check that one out. FC Basil says, AMC is more attractive than my wife's boyfriend. All right, man. Rev says, AMC report today, but when? Does anyone know? Anyone got the timing on AMC's report for today? Obviously going to be very, very important for quite a few of you. Dollar index coming up a little bit here, 90.59. Silver dropped a little bit, 27.59. Bitcoin still trading 46,500 right now. Could someone else help out the community with the time that the AMC announcement is coming out? Let us know. Jasphere says, check out HITIF. Because you keep tagging me, I'll have a quick look. High tide. So many vertical stocks. This is a vertical thing. Just understand with the technicals, really, if you get things that are like this, you can only really follow them with moving averages. I generally tend to believe the 20 is the best one, exponential moving average, and then find one that it continuously pulls back to, take that, and use that as the highlight. Thanks very much to the 1,167 people that are joining us right now. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, you enjoy technical analysis, live markets, talking about stock markets in general, definitely consider subscribing. We see here the 20 has held twice. It's held a little bit down here. I'd be following it by 4 hour 20. That was a wild candle. I'm not sure what happened there. Couldn't hold it, but the 20 still held. This now we've got a hold and pre-market, or sorry, tomorrow, yesterday night, 25%. I just follow it by the 20, man. Clown Knuckles says, at FX Evolution, how do I get your green, red, and blue line trend lines? Yeah, so these lines are all moving averages. Go to TradingView, type in moving average, literally. Select exponential moving average, select the 20, close price, 50, close price, and then get one normal moving average and set it to the 200. And if you like my colors, I make red because red is fast, blue because I like blue, and green because green equals money. So we've got the fast one, the 50, slightly slower, and then we've got the 200 simple moving average. That's the money line. Got to get the money line going through. Kevin, we will look at UL now, coming in with a $3 donation. Thank you very much. He says, hey, Tom, would you take a look at UL? Thanks. We can do that. Let's take a look at UL. This is Unilever. Oh, this stock is actually an uglier chart than I expected. Look at this growth over time. How beautiful is that? Slow, consistent, beautiful. Let's have a look at UL. Yeah, I think that's the code that we should be using here. Let me just quickly check that for you, Kevin. Yeah, that's the one, 55. So trade coming in at 54 here, down 1.87. What is going on here? So we hit the 64. Yes, last year we obviously struggled, moved straight back up. Earnings possibly not doing so well. You got to believe in these kind of stocks a little bit. You obviously want to also look at what are the calls on a stock like this. So we have a look at Unilever here. FinViz is not the best place to find these things. You can look at things like insider transactions, downgrades across the board here, neutral sell, holds. These were all very old. See the dates, terrible dates, useless. So you would need to probably have your own data on that stuff. Sometimes FinViz has it there. If it doesn't, then get it from one of your brokers. Make sure you can get a broker that gives you the ability to get your reports. The Reuters reports, the Bloomberg reports on big blue chip stocks, always worthwhile. Go back to UL here. What's happened? Well, firstly, it broke under this level. This is incredibly messy with the trade. Incredibly messy. I think it's going to have a hard time getting through this 56, kind of 70 level. I kind of believe it's going back down here, man, to 52. 52, possibly down here. Could stop at 54, but I feel like it could be going down to 52. Previous supports. We do have the 54 where it's opening right now. But it got... see how there's like that little bullish hammer that happened? This is the weekly. Go the daily. Little bullish hammer. 55, 54, closing, opening underneath that. I think it could be going back down to 52. But it'd be a very strong buying there, you would think. Lots and lots of struggle for it. Nice. I like that level. Stephen Abramov, very generous of you there. $9.99 donation. SPCB. Okay, let's have a look at this one. SPCB. Supercom. Again, we'll go to the monthly. Find out what's been going on with this thing. Some of these have some very strange charts. Very strange charts. All right, monthly. It's up, down, all around. Weekly, very nice breakout there. Was trading a lot lower only a week ago. So we were trading $1.17, now trading at $1.88 pre-market. Went up to, just under. Let me have a look here. Look at this. Just on $2. Remember, just because a price hits this price, $2, doesn't mean you get filled at that price. So whenever, top tip, if you're ever looking at $2 as a target, look at the lines. Say this is $2. Say this is $1.99. And then there's $1.98. If you don't have a program that lets you look at the lines, and I'll show you all of this next week in our live streams, we'll have everything ready. And I'll show you how to read these ticker lines. But basically, if you've got too much volume here, that's a burn. You don't want to set 2 because you won't get hit. $1.99 might be good as well, but maybe there's $1.98 you can get first in line or very close. This is the correct price. Do you get slightly worse? Sure, but you get taken out. That's very, very important. So SPCB, things are looking good. Closure above the 200. That's been holding it back last time. Where to next for this? Probably 280. Go to a line chart. There's a lot of 280 and a little bit of 220. So I'd probably have 220 in here, man. I'd have line chart probably actually there, 270, because there's so much closes. Whenever you're not sure where the technical support or resistance is, chuck it to a line chart, get the close, becomes much simpler. It's fine which moving average this thing is following. Move back over to the candles, go down to the 1 hour. We don't have much. 1 hour, we need to get past this 2. But 2 into 220, 220 into 270, Stephen. Good luck. Charles Tranica says, hello at FX Evolution, Tom. I'm a new sub here. Spy, QQQ, etc. Trader since 2008. Good work, man. Looks like a great channel. Impressive. Thanks and keep up the great work. No worries, Charles. You've got some impressive indices to trade there. QQQ, obviously great. We love SPY and QQQ on this channel. Brett Conley says, at FX Evolution, mate, do you ever hold out during a short or always sell on a percentage loss? Love the channel. Look, I hold heaps, man. I have like different concepts. So never really thought to talk about this too much, but there's like different concepts for me. So I have indices. I have like a long and I go indices, tick. I like property, tick. I like certain stocks that I pick. So I might have some stocks and they make up maybe my long-term asset. I used to like bonds, but bonds aren't so much fun anymore. So I'll hold those and I'll hold them all the way through everything. Then what you'll do is if you have those, you do dollar cost averaging on stocks that you like. So if you just do a standard insider play. If things come down, you like the stock, you believe in it, then you buy some more of it. Buy some more property during the right times, do whatever you want. I like all that stuff. Now, then you've got maybe your other strategy, which might be puts and options and spreads. Got that kind of concept. And then the last one will be the trading. Now, during trading, certain stocks, like if you're in a stock that's like vertical, then I'll probably cut it up. Yeah. I'll take those ones out. If there's a vertical mooning stock and it starts to pop down too much, I will cut them. I got no problem. I generally don't like to take percentage losses, but if I have to, I'll take it. Andre Sustello says $2. Hey, bud, could you check out OTLK? Yeah, we can do that. And then we'll probably go to a few things around the market just to get a bit of a broad idea. I do want to just quickly check before we do this. Got GME now 6.42, so we really want above 60 today, guys, for AMC. Oh yeah, that's not bad. It's a bit higher than it was. 595, getting back to the 6, negative 3.72%. OTLK. All right, so this one we have looked at before. It's been going ballistic. 51.83%. Congratulations if you were in that. They cleared this resistance absolutely massively, $1.60, and then a few days later it's all the way back up. So it hits what I would think is a technical resistance. I would think that this is a point where you will have levels. Now, I believe when we looked at this yesterday, this was our targeting zone that we were talking about. Just previous supports, previous resistances, previous supports. Got slightly through there. If it continues on, it's probably not going to even stop at 4. It's probably going to go to 5. So this is one of those things that maybe for me, I would have multiple exit strategies and I would have a plan on how to do that. It's hit the first kind of thing, 340 in the pre-market, up 2.72%. Hasn't come down to a moving average in ages. Even the 1 hour, it doesn't even follow it. 30 minutes, not even there. Like, is there even a time frame this thing's following? I mean, maybe 15 minute 20, dude. Maybe. I mean, it did get through here, but very aggressive. It's hit what I would like to think is the first take profit zone. Anything after that, you're starting to moon into possibly even a 5. So OTLK, I wish you all the best, but yeah, it's all about these moving averages and stuff. Good luck, Andre. $77. Welcome, Sandollar. Welcome to the stream for today. US $4 coming in with a coffee sticker. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, man. Do you guys actually like it when we go through these stocks, just talk about how we read them? You'll notice like probably drum home the same thing time and time again. What's your thoughts? Do you like me just doing this TA, talking about it? I also need to answer the question of black or white for the streams, because people are sending me hate. They're saying the white, it sucks, Tom. What are you doing? So we're going to get that one answered right now. Straw poll incoming, black or white. But do you guys like just going through these stocks, finding new things, checking them out? Let me know. Still trying to find what everyone really wants. All right, let's create this poll. I need this answer. Okay, so we have the straw poll. Black or white charts. I've also got a donation coming in here from Matthew Harris. He says $5 Australian. Could you have a look at ASX PPH? We certainly will. Thank you very much, Matthew. Appreciate the $5. Thanks so much for all the donations today, guys. Here we go. The straw poll has been shared. Definitely check that. Vote in the straw poll, guys. Pink, dark mode. Speed Mama says the TA is amazing. Learn so much. Thank you. Been doing this for 12 years, so I hope I can impart some information. Just remember, penny stocks are much, much harder. I'm going to vote. I guess I'll go white, you know. Let's see. Damn, black's winning by so much. I'll share the straw poll again. Let everyone get involved. Spam it or something. There we go. So Matthew asked here, ASX PPH. Yeah, we'll check that out, man. Oh, thank you guys. Look at this vote. Oh my God, I'm so wrong. See, this is why I don't know what's going on. Look at black. It's winning. I mean, black's the right way to go. Because black actually is a much better trading color. Black or a dark or flux on your chart, something like that. All right, well, it seems like the poor... I've got it wrong all this time. Black is winning. Okay. All right, guys, you told me what's happening. We'll change it to black. You happy now? Now I've got to change my lines to white. I'll probably make them yellow. All right, Matthew, let's check out PPH. Everyone has voted. We are going with black. Hopefully people like that one. Sorry, white fans, we can't be doing it anymore. This is the wrong PPH. Sweet. Here we go. All right. Ooh, double top, man. Bloody hell. I'm just scared for this one. Double top. Hard to short stocks, by the way, but that's a double top. Oh, I like that yellow. All right, so we've got here our double top formation. I see that straight away on the weekly. Remember, if you're not checking the high time frames, what are you guys doing? Come on, we got to get on that. Now I've got to change this thing to a different color. Can I even do that? Pen. Blue. Oh, okay. Yellow or pink. Which color do we like? Do we like the blue, the yellow, or the pink for drawing? I feel like the yellow is probably still the best. Maybe we'll change our lines to blue. For now, we'll go with the pink. So we've got here the resistances, clear resistance up here. It's actually not too bad, this color. And then we've got the support down here. Got the consolidation. This is a bad kind of candle for it as well. We get the clear break underneath, another couple of breaks, and now we're testing the role reversal. So PPH, it has work to do. If this cannot get past this zone, I've got 20 and a 50 moving average. You've got everything kind of going, oh, that's bearish. Where to next? Now, I generally find that in shorts in the market, they don't hold up. So what that means is this is proofing well as well, back to the dollar. So resistance, all the structure coming through here. This is proofing really, really well. What we mean by proofing is if you get like a market draw up like this, like a double top, and it proofs into another support or market structure or zone like that, guys, that's usually much stronger. So when you see that, it is a lot better. This is looking short. I tend to find it very difficult to short stocks because it's way harder than longing things. But yeah, things are looking negative. To get a positive gain here, we need to get back above this high and then, of course, move above that. You get above these two, you're back on track. Right now, not looking so good there, unfortunately, Matthew. Oh. People very happy with the black color, it seems. Steven, I'm just trying not to lose some of these. Steven Abramov, $3.99 donation. He says Medman. Medman. Is that actually a stock or something? What is this? Medman. Like that? Medicine Man Technologies? Is this it? Steven, we need support from you. I don't know which one we're talking about here. Go with the Medicine Man. Ooh. That's cool. Okay. So we've got our little bit of wick rejections here. We've got wick rejection, shooting star, wick rejection again. It's on the weekly. We clear that level. Ooh, back to the 4, man. Nice. Movement up. Breaks through, comes back down, movement up, $4. Beautiful. This taking out this high is super important, this 323. I'm not sure if that's it, Stephen, but yeah, looks good. $7.77 coming with a $5 donation. Thank you very much. Oil is up, dollar is down, inflation is up, available housing is down, Dogecoin or Dodgy Coin is up, $SNDL index is up. So what does that mean, $10? Does that mean you're making money from some stock out there? You on Tilray or something? Oil. Jennifer Cole says Tilray. Yeah, Tilray is good. Medman. MMNFF. I don't know every stock. You guys, some of you guys know everything. Medman. Oh. This must be some new hot fandangle. Some of these stocks, guys, where the hell you find these things from? What is this? It's like a mad stock. I mean, what is this? All right, fair enough. We'll go down to the daily. I laugh because I've been around so long, and whenever I see these charts, they actually horrify me. This stuff, Jesus. It's horrific. I mean, what is going on here? It's just super vertical, dudes. All right, well, we know we've got the dollar, psychological. So if you guys 47% up yesterday, up 20 cents. Hits that resistance, pre-market slightly down, get a new high, probably target 1. Very tough to read this. This is not a chart you can read, dude. Look at the 1 hour. It's so far away from the 20. Look at the 15-minute. All right. Whoa, wait. The 15-minute 20. Yes. Is weakening a little bit here, though. So we had resistance, came in 2 bullish, kind of aggressive looking bullish buys. Today is the day. Pre-market opening at the support of the 15-minute 20. When you take out this, you'll probably take out the 70 high as well. So I'd be looking at that in the smaller time frame. It needs scalpeling on the 15-minute, this MMNFF stock thing. Yeah, nice. Thank you very much for the 1,270 people that are joining us earlier today. Of course, we're a little bit away from the stock market right now. Still around just under 2 hours now until the stock market opens. Let's have a look at our friends at AMC. 593, down 4%, unfortunately. And 56.21 for GameStop, down 6.32%. What's my AG doing? AG up 1.22. Yes, $10 OCGN did go through the roof. I assume that means you were on that one. Peaked near 19, yes. Samurai Jack says, now the color is black. I think the streaming is my trading of view and I try to move it. Just you got to get on it. Just be like this, you know, do this. Got to get the actual... Why is that not saving? There we go. All right. MedMan was an interesting stock. That was wild. That was crazy. Some other stocks coming in here. Here's one I like. Hello, way high dude man. You must own Tilray, way high dude man. Let's look at Tilray. I'm a fan. Thank you, Tilray. Thank you for giving me declining markets that are quite easy to buy. All right, let's have a look at this stock. Oh man, $36. Yeah, I'm cool with that. $36. Probably where I kind of want it. Maybe I go for the 40. This particular stock has been wild, like a lot of these weed stocks recently. Anyone in Australia knows Can Group. Get this, Can Group is a large company. They announced to our exchange on Friday last week, they say, hey, guys, we've got a manufacturing update. 2 hours later, they changed the update. It's not manufacturing, it's an issue that we have. Okay, all right. Well, you know, I don't know why you don't know your own update. They announced on Monday, we transferred $3 million plus to the wrong account. And their stock price doesn't go down. They must have been smoking some real blunts. 35.83. This is off this back here. Tilray announced to agreement with Grow Pharma to import and distribute Tilray products in the UK. So, of course, that's why it's up there. Price action is good. This type of thing is good. When you see the breakouts past these resistance wicks is always good. Ooh, BTC coming down a little here. 45,872. We'll check that out soon. But resistances coming back down. Way high dude man says, wish I did own Tilray by the look of it. Yes. Sundial, is it going up more? 8.2%. Well, all the weed stocks are having a hyperactive attack right now. Pre-market, ooh, nice. 138. So back above that 130. Nice. This is the first time we're looking like we're going to break. Beautiful. We know there's a hyperactive stock here. Beautiful close yesterday above those levels we wanted to see. Remember, the close is the key. Who cares about the wicks? Where can the bulls and the bears hold it? They got to hold it strong. When they hold it strong, we go to the moon. Nice. Jimmy Omerta, a little bit negative on the AMC there, but that's all right, Jimmy. There's always a chance. Bitcoin, yep, we'll check it out right now. So that's actually an engulf for the 4 hour. So 4 hour engulf, 4 hour obviously bullish. That engulf bearish, maybe pushing to further declines. That was a very, 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 very big move. We also know with Elon that anything that Elon does, even through Tesla, usually causes a pump and then a dump. So maybe people will move out of Bitcoin after taking a little bit of profit. Starting to form what looks like here. We'll go down to 30 minutes. Little head and shoulders pattern. Little left. Oh, wait, that's not the right one. Little left, little head. Little right. Neckline. Let's work that out. Oh yeah, it's proofing okay. Back to the previous kind of supports here. Let's leave that on the chart there for a second. Go to 4 hours. Oh yeah, 20 moving average will probably meet it at the same time. Okay, makes some sense. Possibly a decline today in this one here. Dollar index 90.60, putting pressure on silver as well and gold. Still thinking silver and gold are looking pretty long and dollar index is looking pretty cooked, but today is probably the final day of dollar having any potential chance of finding strength. Thank you again to the 1,356 viewers that we've got on this Tuesday morning open. Thanks for everyone that's been subscribing. The channel's growing quite nicely. I appreciate that. Mr. EG95 CHF $5. Thank you very much. Have you heard of something about ASRT stock? If yes, would you recommend buying it? I do not know that stock, but let's have a look. I will never make a recommendation on this channel. We look at TA only, and I just teach you guys how to look at the charts, yeah? Obviously, I can't give you recommendations. This particular one, $1.23, up 20%. Clearly did, once it got above the dollar, it was on. $1.50, we've got resistance closes around here. Possibly that becomes the next target. A few wicks. So if we hold today at above this, $1.15, you'd think that the next target's $1.50. Bit of structure going on here. Let's go to the monthly. Oh, you can see how strong that $1.50 is. There's also 20 here. Daily. 1 hour. 15 minute. Oh, it's so aggressive it can't even come back to a 15 minute. 5 minute? Oh my God. This thing's so aggressive it doesn't even care about 15 minute 20 moving averages. Yeah, I mean right now it's on a bullet ship. Where does it stop? Possibly $1.50. Good luck with that one. I don't know, Mr. Egg. What do I think of Cardano, says Yoruji. Yeah, I like Cardano a lot. I was somebody that bought Cardano back in 17. And I got out of it. I went nuts. We use the Bittrex feed here. Let's go to the weekly just to show what's been going on with Cardano. So real breakout here on this particular one. Don't have the old data on this feed, but that's okay. See the nice move, real hyperactivity. This is obviously what the Ethereum 2.0 kind of action. 20 moving average was holding it. Now that we've moved so far, I wouldn't be surprised to see some pull down in the crypto space after all the hype. Possibly it meets with the 20 and then that finds kind of the support zone. But I like Cardano a lot. What's the 2 hour doing? In this most aggressive bull run, the 20 has been the key hold zone. Hold, 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 hold. You do not want it underneath that. In fact, a lot of these cryptos seem like if they get under some of these aggressive move runs, like these 20 moving averages today, we could be looking at a 24-hour decline here in crypto. But yeah, I like Cardano a lot. Peace up on peace, says Redcoin. Suki Burr says ASRT is trying to replace the NSAID market with better medication. Also, effectiveness of drugs like morphine. You'll need less of it for the same result in conjunction with their meds. Cool. Kevin N says dope stores are opening all over downtown Toronto. Yes, this is dope 2.0 on the stock market. You'll find that there'll be a couple that survive, but there's just going to be so many people in the industry. Joe DXB says Bitcoin is moving down now. Well, we're just looking at Bitcoin. We're looking at that structure. Looks like it's getting underneath that structure. All right, let's check this out in the 15 minute. Let's watch it together. We're at 1150. What is going on with my chart? Just froze or something? Okay, I haven't lost internet. Am I using the wrong coin there, Francesco? I don't know what happened there with the data. Australian internet, guys, not good. I'll probably get 250, I think, for this streaming. So we're about to potentially close the 15 minute underneath here. Probably got the 5 minute close. Let's have a look. 5 minutes. Yeah, we got the 5 minute close underneath. So here's the support. There's the 5 minute close. Possibly a short off here to 43,000. Can you check Canopy growth? Yeah, we can check out Canopy growth. We had a look at Tilray before. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't already, definitely consider following us on TradingView. I'm posting little 2 minute videos there on things I'm looking at. Let's have a look how many we've got. We had literally one last week. So 416 is much better than one. You'll notice I'm posting little things here. Posted the Bitcoin movement in. Posted the Ethereum breakout. AMC talking about the support that day coming into the Robinhood. So definitely come and follow us there. There's the 5 minutes. It's closed under. Possibly now, considering this market's so damn aggressive, we might see some further sell-off. JCC, we've checked out ZOM. Go look at the first 5 minutes of the stream and you will see it. We need to look at Canopy, which is weed, I believe. Canopy growth. I've got to go to dark mode as we've voted on today. 55.72 pre-market, the same. So this should have earnings. I think it's 10 a.m. for the earnings. Did someone say there was AMC announcement as well? Let us know what time that is happening for everyone in the community. Looking good here into the announcement. It's been a very strong movement on these weed stocks. Canopy's been incredible. Incredible. Held here, moved up. Possible targets, that's $70. Pre-market, 55.72. We'll have to see what the announcement's like. Triosphere says Comsec hasn't unlocked my international trading yet. Are there any Oz traded weed stocks? They're jokes mostly. God, Cannon Group is such a joke. I can't believe that they make an announcement. They don't even know what's going on. Scott, I think you've asked about Kai so many times. We'll check it out. We'll continue to watch BTC. We're looking for a 15-minute close underneath this little line here. Head and shoulders pattern formed. Literally head and shoulders pattern formed. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. How do we know that a head and shoulders is usually good as well? If the right shoulder is smaller than the left shoulder, it shows intention to the bearish side. So very, very important that we see a pattern like that form. All right, Kai, I believe, was the next one. We'll get back into BTC soon. So there's Carios Minerals. What is this thing? Oh, the 5-minute chart's horrible. That means it's traded really poorly. Yeah, this stock is bad. I mean, I only say that because I don't like anything about this one right now. Big pumps, big dumps, big pumps, really low volume trade. You can tell that when you go in the smaller time frames. Let's go the 4-hour here. Yeah, that's really low trade on this one. No, I don't like this one. Sorry, bro. $77, $5. Apple's M1 processor for the MacBook is another upside for Apple users and shareholders alike. What about those Apple cars, $10? I want my Apple car. Are we going to get it? What do you guys reckon? Do you reckon Apple will make a car in the next 5 years? Yes or not? M1 MacBook, Kevin got one. They're pretty fast. These ARM chips are definitely pretty good. Waiting 5 more minutes for that Bitcoin candle. Let's have a look around the market. GME pre-market now. Oh, 7%. 50 is the next sup. We saw pre-market. Aftermarket. We once got to 50 on GME. That was the lowest point so far during this big bull run. It bounced heavily off that zone with the Robinhood news. But right now, we're just trying to hold the line at 60. We don't want it going down to 50 ideally. AMC 589, also down quite a lot here, unfortunately. It's a slow burn. We need structure. No Apple car. Apple haven't made anything new in years, though. They've got their ARM tech, sure, but wow, they haven't done much. Thoughts on PLTR, a stock that we look at almost every day as well. Let's look at the daily here for PLTR. You'll notice that we had good structure around that 30 into the break. Now it's struggling. It's got big runs on it each way. Yesterday ended 5.87. My thoughts here are that it needs to consolidate. It's had a crazy movement up. That's a bad candle from yesterday. Shooting star on the 2 hour. You'll notice I usually go 4 hour, 2 hour, 8 hours okay as well to have as a candle. I feel like we might see a bit of decline. Maybe 34 picks it back up. PLTR, very hard to read. Super aggressive stock right now, guys. I'm kind of interested in this one. I'm interested in this 15-minute close. $7.77, $5. Tom, your Apple car is parked at the Apple Inn where all the rooms are rotten to the core. All right, $10. Just because I'm a bit of a fanboy for the Apple car. I don't know why I want it. I just feel like it might be technologically good. Frankie says 50,000 Bitcoin this week. Alert, buy. I didn't say that, but Frankie did. You got to be careful what you write there, Frankie. You don't want people coming after you. They might say, Frankie, you told me to buy 50,000. It's now 30,000. You owe me $1 million. Mac Attack says, AMC, buy AMC. Can you look at COS, please? It's been red for days. Oryx, yeah, COS has been red for days. It's another one of those short squeeze ones. Lewis says, for any of the gambler types, do some research on HCMC. It's a cheap penny that could blow up huge with some luck. Definitely a roll of the dice. Oh, I will not go with that one. TIA on mRNA. I think that's a good one, nerd. We'll look at that. So 11:58 here. We're seeing this 15-minute play out. 15 minutes clearly where this head and shoulders. Can everyone see that head and shoulders? You know another way of proofing a really good head and shoulders, guys? We go to the line chart. Oh, that's nice. See how you can still see it on the line chart? That means that it's formed well. It's formed with closes. It's formed with closes. It's a clear head and shoulders. Very, very nice. Sweet. I like it. Bar chart. You can also see it quite clearly. Bow says, enjoy the discussions. I've subbed. Thank you very much. Remember, if you're enjoying this stream, sub. We need to push the stream up, guys. If you push it up, I can do it more. BB, please. Yeah, we'll look at BB. I want to wait for this 1 minute candle close, though, on Bitcoin. We've got Bitcoin coming in here. I like seeing Bitcoin close in significant areas because sometimes it gets pretty aggressive. We did ADA before Vimel. We are a fan of Cardano, but we also think that it's had Bitcoin sentiment here for the next 24 hours might start to dial in on the others. Remember in 2017, we actually saw Bitcoin decline and then everything else started to have runs in it. So the money went into the other coins. This is a head and shoulders though. Nasdaq futures, Slav says. Yep, we'll check out Nasdaq futures and S&P in just a few moments. So we got the 15-minute close there. It did close underneath the neckline we've drawn. As with anything, shorting is more difficult than longing. If this was upside down, inverse head and shoulders, I'd be like, oh, yes. But we are expecting now a possible decline here in Bitcoin. Things that we've got to watch out for now. These levels. This will also be a 1 hour close below, but the actual pattern won't be as strong there. Underneath the 20 moving average on the 1 hour. We'll come back and check this one out. Let's go to US 100 futures. Got some requests for Nasdaq. I think that's fair enough. Nasdaq trading slightly down here, 0.13. Weird candles up here during the Asian session. Starting to struggle. Yesterday came down. Good day trade. We mentioned this at the end of yesterday's stream. We said pull back to this level. Possibly a little bit of buying. Nice little day trade into the highs. Another weakness day could be coming. This is a 4 hour chart. 20 moving average held before. Possibly this level still holds. And that may kind of line up with the S&P. Maybe this time frame here. 4 hour. Not much to say other than that. It's starting to hit this 13.7. It's finding resistance each time it hits just underneath it or around it. Breaks through. Next target 13.8. US 500. S&P here, 3905, slightly weaker. There's some more room for downside here on the S&P. 3860, previous resistances, possibly becoming support. We need to look at the VIX. Remember, the VIX hit 21, now trading at 21.7. Whoop, we got to go line dark. That's burning my eyes now. So this level down here, 21.7. VIX is increasing. Let's go to the futures. Quickly click on that. We haven't been at the futures. And then we'll go check out the Webull coming into the market as well. Futures here, platinum 1,198, still moving up there. Silver, gold, still looking good. Dollar weakness. Let's load up our 20 billion plus screener. See the stocks moving today. I can tell you weed stocks are on fire. Sundial, Tilray, Canopy Growth, possibly into earnings. We'll see what happens there. All right, here we go. Percentage change pre-market. Take 2. Down 5%. All right. Earnings, maybe not so good. Square, oh man, that finished at 260. That was only 200 a week ago. 1.41%. Intuit, 1.36. A bunch of things we don't care about. Nvidia slightly down. Nvidia is worthwhile looking at the charts. A few people asked about Amazon before. We'll check that one out. Electronic Arts up. What else? Unity. Nothing much else. We did check out Zom. Rob, if you look at the first 5 minutes of the stream, just scroll back. You'll get our thought process on Zom. Adam says, can someone truly seek losses if they buy on bad advice from a non-professional? Look, realistically, it's very difficult anyway. But the thing is that, yeah, people do weird things, man. People like take their hands off a steering wheel in a car, put it on cruise control. That's always the story, yeah? And then it drives itself into a tree because cruise control is not autonomous. And then they sue the company. People do a lot of weird things. Christine says, Sundial, SNDL made me thousands. That's good to hear. All right, Diane, we'll look at TRXC because we've been asked about this one a few times. TRXC, another one of these breakout weird charts that make very little sense. All right, let's have a look here at the smaller time frames. Whenever you're doing analysis here, you're basically just looking for breakouts and then hoping that the train comes in. 442 pre-market up 5%. That's a new high. Signaling breakout. There has been some consolidation here on the daily for January into February area. Where does it signal? Take the market structure. The market structure looks like this. You take that level, you extrapolate that level out, and that kind of gives you your target. So possibly like a 560. Previous structure is not going to help as much, but we do know there was support there, so maybe it's going to be resistance. It's all right. Not my kind of cup of tea, that one. HCMC. Why is everyone loving this one? Oh, yeah, I see why. Oh my goodness. What is this thing? This is terrible. Well, this has paper hands on it, that's for sure. Look at this candle. Goes up by the end of the day, fully sold. Goes up by the end of the day, fully sold. Imagine if it ever busted these highs off, it'd go nuts. Maybe set an alert up here and have a look. This one looks like a gambler stock. Gambler. I don't know what to say about this one. 0.02, there's been buying pressure that's lent it up. Very wild, weird looking thing. Let's go to dollar index. Dollar index starting to decline there. That's pushing gold and silver slightly up here. Silver back on support coming into the first kind of couple of hours before we get pre-market. 12:06. We've got 1,380 viewers here. Thank you very much. Oh, there's one that's not too bad. The old Splunk. Big Neff says the Doji coin is the new crypto. Doji coin is a dangerous demon. SPLK. So this has been one that people have been trading for a little while here. It's been up, down, and all around. It had a very good run on it up to that $200 and then started failing a little bit here. Information tech services. Had the high, went back, tested the high, came back down, failed a little bit. Let's pull this through. Finding the resistance through this zone. If you want to see when it's back on the high, probably a 185 plus, you're going to know that. I would also put a trend line here through this point and go into the smaller time frame. Let's line that up properly. Yeah, I would probably have that drawn. Most recently, it's been making a series like a high, a higher low than it was previously, a new peak. Maybe if it comes down here, it finds some support, goes back up. Tough, weird consolidation on this one. No clear direction. Doesn't know what it's doing. If anything, it looks bearish. But again, that was a pretty nice buy down at 150 for this one. Wild swings, yeah. Pretty much I would be looking at the 177 and looking at a trend line like this. What about Nvidia? Yeah, Cardo, we discussed that. Nvidia looks great on a chart. Talked about this one before. Then we'll go on to Amazon because I want to talk about that. Resistance after a huge amount of coiling. Again, we need to remember September. This thing was on fire. Consolidated since then after reaching, very extreme pricing. And now it's looking like it wants to start to think about breaking. Targets become things like 620. We take the full range, extrapolate them out. Thomas wants ETH US dollar. Yeah, we'll check that out. AMC, let's check those. Pre-market 590. We want above 6, ideally for today. GME, we really want above 60. If it opens at 55, I'm scared for it to go to 50. 50 was the previous low. That is also a terrible candle, which we knew about. That was that day that Robinhood got allowed, went up to 90 and then shot off down. Let's have a look at Amazon now. Okay, so some time ago, we basically had Amazon trapped through this trend line and we were talking about it possibly buying off this zone. It's been sitting there for a while. Now, I believe a lot of people that work at Amazon are selling the crap out of the shares. Still holding above this zone, 33.10. I don't think it's a bad price for Amazon. I don't think it's an exceptional price. It's another one of those stocks that's been sitting here since July last year, trading in a fairly wide range. A lot of the big stocks have been pretty boring. People going crazy about Dogecoin. Is it moving or something? Not really. Continues to make series of higher lows, which is nice. No body close ever above this 0.082 either on the 1 hour. Huh. Might be worth chucking that one down. I do not condone this coin. I don't like this coin. I like the memes. I just don't like the coin. It's terrifying. I can tell you, I have not owned Doji since 2014. Maybe I should have. Ethereum. We'll go ETH, crypto. Kraken data's fine. Coming back down a little bit after that run up to 1825. You'll know I'm quite bullish on Ethereum. That was a nice pickup for anyone that got that. I do think we may be in for a little bit of a decline here, but I'm very bullish overall on Ethereum. Like to check XRP as well, just to see what's going on there. XRP finding some support, was moving strongly this morning with those 4-hour candles that were breaking through all the previous resistance. Check out this 4-hour candle. First one to close above. Now we're finding support at the previous resistances, so things are looking okay here. mRNA, yes, I said I'd look at that. Moderna. Oh, nice. Wait, what's this? Oh, crypto, no wonder. Huh. That's pretty good. I didn't realize it would move this much, actually. I haven't been watching this stock. Very nice pickup for people getting this one. 87% return basically a week. It was definitely struggling, and this is a great return. Beautiful bullish hammer. Looks like it wants new all-time highs. Everything looks really good here. Monthlies looking good. Full reversal. Yeah, nice. I mean, there's nothing else you can say about it. It's really nice. If you're holding this thing, you should be happy it's finally closed a day above those previous kind of sell-off candles and all the terribleness. Good. Looks long. SKLZ, whatever this is. Skills Inc. Again, you go to a monthly when you've never seen anything. Wow. Okay. Is this like processing services? What is this? Some like online education thing or something? I don't know what this is. Daily? Huge moves. Hey, I don't know what's going on here. This thing's just getting wild. A gap followed by crazy bullish candles. Yeah. My opinion is this thing has run a serious movement here. Is this like a SPAC? Probably is. Basically, I don't know. I feel like it's pretty overpriced. That's some nut stuff. Let's go back over to BTC US dollar. Let's have a look here at the 15 minutes, see how that's trading through. Okay, it's coming up, testing this line here. Let's see how this acts. I'm very interested. 15 minutes going to close underneath this zone. Let's go and be sleuths on the 1 minute and see what's happening. All right, so some sell pressure coming in here. 15 seconds till we get the close. Thank you very much. The 1,437 people are joining us. If you like TA, if you like talking about markets, crypto, stocks, currencies, commodities, we talk about it all here. It's all the same stuff. Everything we talk about should work on pretty much everything as well. If it doesn't make sense, then it's probably not worth doing. So we got the 5 minute here, a little bit of reversal right at that neckline. Let's see if it can bull up or whether that pattern is going to hold it. This is a pattern, but it's to the bear side on a very bullish product. Bit of a movement up. We'll have to see now. 15 minutes closed. We'll come back, revisit this one. S&P 500 futures showing 39.04, 39.05. Dollar index now 90.57. Silver, gold starting to move still up. BlackBerry was a request before. Let's have a look here. 0.8%. Held at 4% yesterday, which is nice. A few people were messaging me saying BlackBerry's got patents. Don't worry. Previous supports becoming resistance. You probably want to see a $14 crack and movement up. You get above these this week here. Get above 14. You start to get a little bit of sentiment back in. Target 14.50, target 15, target every 50 cents basically. This one did what you guys need on AMC and GME. So see how it came down. It formed structure. It formed a foundation It broke past the foundation, and then people started to get confident. The problem is if you have a knife, thing goes like this, and then it goes like this, and then it goes like this again, where's the confidence going to be in this? It seems like gamblery. When you start to form a confidence base, that's what the stock market really is. Think about when the Fed came in last year. Let's have a look at that S&P 500. Because people maybe don't understand like how important it was that the market was supported by the Fed. It's actually just, we all know it's all about confidence, but think about what happened here. Market sells off, panic, extreme panic. Fed comes in. No, don't worry. We got a floor. It's okay, guys. Buy the S&P. Everything's good. Don't worry about it. You create the confidence. You continue pumping it in. You continue telling people it's all great. And then we get a market that's going hyperactive like we do now. If you didn't have that confidence, I'm telling you as an investment manager as well, we'd be down here at some point. Without the Fed's confidence, we would have cracked down so hard, it would have been super brutal, and it would have been 12 to 18 months long. But by building confidence, everyone buys the dip, everyone gets more confident, and now we're euphoric. Arthur says, what is the best source of research on stocks? Depends on what type of stock research you want to do there, man. Benjamin says that SKLZ is a mobile esport company and they just got a partnership with the NFL, the football thingy, not a SPAC. Okay, SKLZ. Well, esport I'm all about, so that's good. Brett Connolly, but it's hard to make a lot of profit out of it as well. Brett Connolly says, at FX Evolution, I was just about to ask, are you following at anything on macro level to determine when to enter and exit this market? You're talking about the market in general? Hard to pick tops and bottoms, man. Easier to say, let the price action kind of tell you, and I'm more about kind of buying dips in quality. I usually like trading quality, and when it comes to my penny stocks, I use TA just to get out at levels. And I scale out and get the hell out of them. Why is the US dollar going down today, says Wade. Look, the US dollar is going down because non-farm payrolls came out, a bit of a lackluster figure. More money needs to be printed. More stimulus puts pressure on US dollar downwards. And if we have a look here on the daily, we have engulfing candle, shooting star to the downside, another negative candle, and then that's being followed up. Tim Money says euphoria, know where we are at. Well, we're at invincible euphoria right now. Lorenzo says the dollar is toilet paper. Bill says knock. What's going on there? Is knock moving, Bill? Or am I going to bring this on my chart and be upset? Bill 86. I'm going to guess you're born in 1986, so you're older than me. So I'm going to click knock. And nothing is happening, Bill. You've disappointed us. You've made us a little sad there, but that's all right. Let's have a look at it for you, man. 426, previous resistances becoming support. Bill wants to see knock. A few of you do. It is actually at proper support. Hey, Nokia is actually at the level before the pump, really. It's not even an unfair price for it. Not even an unfair price for it. Look at this. Nokia makes me sad. This is where I had Nokia. I also bought Nokia here, as in like I had the phones. Then I think I switched to Motorola Razr. Then I bought an iPhone. I think I had weird phones through this period. But Nokia was the best back here. And then they ruined it. And it was all about Samsung and stuff. Go quickly over to oil here, see what's going on there. Let's get rid of these lines. Oil is pretty much about to hit our targets. So we've had oil trapped, taken it long, hit the 58. 60 was the target, with the next one 65. It's been looking really good. It's a great run on it. Oil's been an amazing investment. Very, very good. Kevin says BB is the only meme stock showing any good action. That's true. Nokia is looking like a dead kind of floppy fish, but it's at the right zone. What's our thoughts on BTC? Well, our thoughts were towards the negative side, but as I said, it's hard to take sentiment out. So we had that little head and shoulders. It's very hard to dispute. It is one. Right now, we're putting pressure on until we get past here. 47,000 becomes where the bulls win and completely destroy this pattern. So we'll probably be looking at that today. My thoughts, BTC for now, I'm thinking 50K. Just below that, you're probably going to reach, and then it probably will sell off. I do think there is some too heavy extension in a lot of these crypto markets. Let's compare this weekly. I was doing this before the stream. I was just having a look. Let's get rid of all these lines for a second here. So with BTC, it's about timing and about going into halving events and all those types of things. I will say this though, this is the most hyperextended we've ever seen it. Like even during that 2017-18 run, this is making that look like a joke. It's moved up, lots and lots of candles, and then it moved down. We always have this rule. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's actually only 4 candles here in the bull run. Usually about 6 is the bull run. But these are extreme candles, and extreme candles means there will be an extreme blow off. Let's consider this. Let's put a fib on this move together. Let's consider this. If we took a fib from the last trough down here, well, surprisingly, a 38,250 would actually just put us back in the 30 zone. But this zone here, 38,2, 30,000, when it eventually does correct, even if it hits 50, it's probably going to come down somewhere around here, which it was literally at only a day ago. I'll do a full analysis on Bitcoin with timings and stuff in the next couple of days. Definitely subscribe if you're interested in that. We will be following that one. Thanks again to the 1,419 people that are following right now. We're about 1 hour away from open. Adam Sesford, $5 coming in with a donation. Thank you very much there. Opinion on TCNNF. I picked it up 7 months ago. How is the support and structure in your opinion? All right, let's have a look. TCNNF. Ooh, a cannabis corporation. Well, firstly, if you picked it up 7 months ago, nice work, sir. Very, very nice. If this is actually it, well, it has basically no structure. I mean, it's been up, yeah? It's been up. We did form some, though. So let's go in here. We're being a bit unfair. Because of the move on Tilray and everything, we're seeing a lot of cannabis movements today. We've got resistance. We've got resistance. Markets going up here. Pre-markets around the same price. Looks like it wants to crack to a new high. Where do we take it to? I'm going to use a fib extension here just to see if it's been doing anything on the previous runs. Nope. Fib extension is useless. Can't use that. Okay. Has it been stopping at round numbers? Nope. Hasn't been doing that either. Has it been following this daily 20? Yes. So I guess follow it by the daily 20. There was nice structure around here. Keep following it by the daily 20, man. Things are looking good. There's nothing else you can say. It's looking good. Well done. This is a stonk. Sundial, yes, we've been talking about that one today. $1.40 now, $1.41. Few people in this one. Congratulations. Things are looking good. Up to 160 potentially from the technical level there. A nice BTC. Go down the 15-minute here. Little drop there suddenly. Right at our neckline. Watch this one for the next 4 minutes. Check it out into the open. Matthew Tainch says it is important to look at BTC in log scale and use previous bull market cycles to compare Rio rather than linear candle size. So we've got here, oh, don't have log set. I don't know why. There we go. We are meant to have log on this chart, so good work, Matthew. But when you're talking about BTC, it does move in daily cycles. So it's like these big, long super cycles. We'll share that chart probably tomorrow. If we live stream tomorrow, which we probably will, then we'll share it. Thoughts on the Doji coin? Scary. Doji coin is scary. That's my thoughts. I don't like the coin that much, other than the picture. I'll read the comment here just because I thought it was so funny at the beginning of the stream. I got to read this comment again. This is from Luke Marshall. He says, Nikola and Dogecoin have similar market caps around $9 billion. This makes sense because Nikola is based on the drawing of a truck and Dogecoin is based on the drawing of a dog. That's probably my opinion on Dogecoin right now. Thoughts on clean energy fuels? Yeah, all that stuff is definitely good. My thought process in the future, robotics. Genomics is good. EV, I don't care about too much right now just because I think the stocks are heavily elevated. Healthcare always beats inflation. Crypto looks good. Possible pullbacks. Looks good though. Real problem for crypto is going to be countries banning it. India, China, America, UK. I mean, the UK seem to want to stamp it out. In Australia, I don't believe it's going to get banned. Did you see the RBA statements on it? They're like, hey, yeah, crypto, we don't care. It's okay. It doesn't really pose any threat to us, whatever. That's what they pretty much said. So we're seeing Bitcoin coming under some pressure here. Remember, we have the head and shoulders. We'll just draw this right now. There we go. Graham Stevens says, who let the doji out? Nice one. Ken says, can Bitcoin ever run out? So what do you mean by that? The amount that are mined? Or are you talking about can it ever stop running up? It will have pullbacks through time. Troy S says, Tom, when something is trading on the OTC like LLKKF, what is process it trades on American platform? Can you trade it on Robinhood Webull? I'm not sure if you can. Can anyone tell me if we can trade those on the Webull and Robinhood platform? We can't use them here in Australia, man. I talk about Webull and we talk about the pre-market, but I actually can't trade those things. Clark Kent says, well, Clark Kent must know. Superman there. AMC is the play today. Any thoughts on PLTR? We've covered that quite a lot there, DL. To the moon, baby, says Hattie. Abundant BBY says, why is crypto somehow connected with gold and silver? It's just, we all think of these things as store of value. So Bitcoin is the gold crypto and maybe Ethereum's the silver. And it's a perception. You know, really what is gold and silver? It's a perception. We see it as valuable and it's always been valuable, so it will continue. So there we go. We get another down. I'd like to see it spike a little bit lower here. Chuck that one down there. Proofing down to this 43K kind of area. See how Bitcoin goes. Let's go and check out Webull here. Pre-market, what stocks are moving. Tape 2, maybe worthwhile checking out on our charts. Down 4.72. Wouldn't mind looking at Qualcomm as well. Etsy slightly down. Everything else up quite hard. Pre-market here. All the others. Moderna, what a run recently. That was great. All right, let's move over now to a few of these stocks. Let's have a look at Qualcomm. Qualcomm starting to form some base here on the 15 minutes. Down today 0.09, so it is forming base. Not strong base, but definitely a base. Little bullish hammer, actually, around that structure. Qualcomm went from 167 all the way down to 147 after the announcement, going back into the structural zone. What else do we have? Man, OCGN, you guys love that thing. It's ProBet. Anybody got any good brokers to use in the UK? Guys, can you help them out? Speaking of which, from Australians that are still around at 12:30 in the morning, what's your favorite broker in Australia? Let me know. UK brokers, Australian brokers, put them through. Brett Connolly says BTC is gold for everyone who isn't a boomer. I must be like some kind of partial boomer, Brett. My channel's weird. It's like you guys are like mostly actually 25 plus. Is there anyone that's under 25 on this channel right now? Put your hands up if you're under 25. I think everyone's over 25. Let's not talk about OCGN, says Dr. Horton. Yeah, we've been talking about that quite a lot. Now, there was a stock that I wanted to bring up. I forgot what it is. Yeah, we can check out Cisco. Oh, I love this. Cisco, you terrible company. I bought this one, guys. Yes. But you know what Cisco likes to do? It likes to have earnings and screw us all over. After close today. Oh no. What? Oh no. Cisco. Don't do it to us, guys. Don't do it. Bad Cisco. Good earnings. Come on. So Cisco is evil because it comes into this resistance. Look at this. Resistance. Earnings. Oh no. Terrible. Resistance. Do we believe in this archaic beast of a company? I don't know. Mike says 32, baby. Absolutely, man. You're a bit younger than me, Mike. I'm 33, actually. I'm an old person. Graham, 69. Very nice, Graham. David Bianco, 19. That's awesome, man. See, all you guys under 25, Sir Lagos is not 9. That is a lie. All you guys that are 19. Wade, F, you really 12, bro? 18, 23. Okay, we've got some young people in here. You guys have the opportunity, and I mean the opportunity to amass fortunes through learning how to trade, learning how to invest in stocks. It's awesome. If I could go back and harass myself even 12 years ago, I'd harass myself 10 years before that and say, put all your money in Apple, yeah? And then come back. So Cisco's reaching the resistance, 48.94. Yeah, it's amazing when you think about it as well, because did you know that when you work at Apple, what they give you is they give you 10% off. Get this, you get 10% off the 6-month price, lowest price over 6 months, and you get 10% off it. And people at Apple don't take up that share offer. Are they nuts? Brett Conley says, at FX Evolution, I was an IT consultant for 20 years. Cisco have an awesome product. I don't get it. Well, Cisco have some bad ones too. Dr. Horton says, totally with you on Cisco. Tom, I've been red since early 2020. Earnings broke even and sold out yesterday. The thing is, Cisco has scary earnings for sure. It looks like a lot of the channel, we got all ages, which is awesome here. The Gesco says, I remember my dad telling me as a kid. Yeah, that's true. It's like, I traded my first stock when I was probably about 14 with my dad, and it was all right. It was all right. So this isn't holding up so far. Remember, for the bulls to get back in control here, we need to smash off this high. And this is the problem. I mean, the market structure is good here. There's no way that I would class this not as a head and shoulders. But again, you're going against trend. Don't trade patterns against trends. Bad. Always with the trend. The sneak here is when you get an inverse head and shoulders with the trend. That's beautiful. You take that one. Look at dollar index. We got an inverse head and shoulders against the trend. Failed. Adam says, I identify as 71. Oriex says, I just turned 30 and feel old, so you should. About 30 or 31, I started having sore knees. That's not good. Sir Lagos says, I will buy the dip, man. All right, good luck, man. All right, let's have a look around the broader markets here. What's the US 500 futures doing? 39.05. US 100, we're looking at 13.667. Go over to the futures themselves. We're about 1 hour away now from the open. Cotton. Look at that cotton. 3,900 it says here, but it's a bit different futures. Not too much going on. VIX, I want to see VIX. VIX trading at 21.8. Remember, every time VIX has been down at 21, we've seen that kind of small sell-off in the market. Our broader thoughts on the US 500 coming into the session. Let's load this up again for you guys. Load up the daily. And we'll go and have a look at AMC and all the meme stocks and see what's going on there. So we've got our resistance was reached. SPX, the real market, didn't quite reach. We're selling off from that point. We expect potential down to the 38.60. And at this point, there could be some buying pressure come back into the market. This is really where the buying pressure or selling pressure is going to be. Check out the 1 hour. You'll see why. Previous resistances possibly acting as support. So today's expected to probably be a down day. 6 days up. We counted them before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's too many days up. We need a decline. All right, let's have a look at GME, NOK, etc. Nokia, 425. It is boring over in Nokia world. BlackBerry, 1.16 down. Yesterday opened at 4. Sundial people, they love it. 8.59, 138. AG, 0.29. That's the silver stock. GME, 5.87, 56.48. We need this thing above 60. Above 60, above 60. Look at the pressure around this 60 zone. That's where all the buying's been. Go down the 15-minute. You can see it again. Lots of structure around this 58 and this 60. We need to hold the line right there. No under that. Under that presses down to 50, and under 50, oh man, guys, you're going to 40, and that's not going to be cool. AMC, 590 on the pre-market. It's kind of hovering around. We need to be above 6 if possible. 6 is the target. Yesterday we thought it would go to 6 and then bounce off that zone. Went a little bit under. It got 574. We kind of called it here. First 30 minutes is the most important time of the day for these ones. The meme stocks need to make the decision on which direction they go in the first 30 minutes. After that's all over. Remember, the first hour is called the retail hour. That's where we all go in and we go, yeah, hype, buy, everything's all awesome. And then we get bored. Go to work, etc. So Lagos says buy calls on VIX for hedge can be expensive to hold for too long with the VIX, but the VIX certainly at 21 is an interesting level. BTC 45.741, finding a little bit more buying pressure. Bitcoin sell or hold. I feel like we wanted 50, but I also feel like you had an amazing 24 hours. I don't know. Tough. I mean, for me, if I just either hodl the damn thing if I've got hodling points, or I just clean them up at 5,000 increments. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's good. What's GME doing? CJ Awesome says GME going up or down today. 30 minutes, man. Need 30 minutes of trade, then you'll know the direction for the day. Because it usually just goes that direction continuously. Johnny Bravo says use @FX for all of your questions. Community, lots of people in chat, so be patient. Please try not to spam. It's all right. Spam's good. It's actually not bad, Johnny. The more spam you get, the more viewers you get. Anyway. Yat Turnip says, if GME has lost its initial hype in demand, then you could see it being a possible long-term hold, not from a fundamental standpoint. It will have runs on it when people stop thinking about it. Possibly, just due to people kind of getting together as little squads on and things. But I think, the time of this particular one, I mean, ultimately who won? Wall Street won. That's the problem. So many retail people got stuffed by this trade. And that's the real sad thing about it. We think we stuck it to everyone, and we did to a few funds, but at the same time, many Wall Street evil gremlins made a lot of money. Hattie says everyone type 1 in the chat. Yeah. Look, I will say this, guys. I went a little bit over time today because I got excited and we had to talk about the market. But I will need to cut off the stream for today as I've got to get to work tomorrow morning for the Australian Open. We do trade stocks as well during the Australian market, so I've got to get there at 10. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much. Enjoy today. If you're in weed stocks, things are looking good. Tilray, a few other weed stocks. You've got Canopy at 10 a.m. Bitcoin right now actually breaking through a little bit here to the up. Let's see if it can continue to hold that. Things were looking a little bit weaker recently. Dollar index is buying up. It looks like it's going to be a down day for the stock markets. If I was to say what's going to happen today, I would think stock market slightly down. Silver and gold possibly a little bit up. Platinum's looking really good still. US dollar hovers. And VIX goes up. Let's go with that. First Last says no guts, no glory. Yeah, I know, guys. But we've been streaming almost every day till 1:32. We stream till 3 some days. So definitely follow us if you've enjoyed so far. We talk about TA. We're going to get into some lines. We're going to be doing some viewing of the actual lines when markets open, checking them out. Monday's our normal, regular, long-term stream that we always do, and usually non-fund payrolls once a month. So websites to help you guys out, whalewisdom.com. If you trade stocks, you can go here, look at all the filings, whalewisdom.com, see what the big boys are buying. Zoom, Shopify, Workday, Netflix, they were on those ones. Other things, unbiased stock. Let's actually have a look at the trending stocks. Let's see what's going on in Wall Street bets right now in the last 24 hours. So still GME discussion, GE discussion, some IQ stock discussion, AMC, Roku. You can see it's changed from what it was. It used to just be BlackBerry, Nokia, etc. Let's have a look at Google trending stocks. Plug, Cash, MN, ABC. GME is completely out of this one. PLTR down here. Twitter trending stocks. Bunch of spam. Tesla. Makes sense because, of course, they bought Bitcoin. AMC still going strong. Nokia, I believe there's robots everywhere spamming that. And the others. All right, guys. Cheers. Thank you very much for joining us. Good luck today. I wish everyone the best, of course, in the markets. Congratulations to everyone that's been on the Bitcoin trains recently. If you haven't already, come visit us on TradingView. I'm going to keep plugging this to try to get people to come through. We'll create little 2-minute videos talking about crypto, stocks, etc. here. Come join us, follow us up, and if you enjoy it, place a comment or something. Get this reputation up 14. That's pretty low. Hopefully we can improve it. We're at 1 last week, so we're doing well. Cisco earnings today. Remember, earnings reports, these are the ones. Aftermarket, Cisco, Twitter, Mattel. Later on this week, what's some note here? PepsiCo, I guess. Disney. Disney's looking good. All right, catch ya. Bye for now.